got fitted Japan. Yeah, all the time me on business. I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open and the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet stuck to the floor, and we're messing on go. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business. Let me love you till the morning. Let me love you till the morning, yeah.
What's up, faders, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny.
And I'm Tom Tokyo, and I'm back again.
That's right, and as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, the news, and I guess in entertainment. Okay, there's no booze tonight. Yes. Tom, how long have you been sober, by the way?
Not long. I indulged over Golden Week.
Did you? I thought you were like one of those guys that's completely sober and you're never drinking again and never touching the bottle.
Ah, well, that's like, well, sobriety's overrated. As long as I don't go too far over the line, I think I'm fine.
Oh, how come we're not drinking now then? I'm drinking water to support my buddy. I'm drinking water. This is
I don't care whether or not you drink.
Huh?
I'm not drinking tonight because I gotta get up at 5:30 tomorrow.
All right. Okay, well, fair enough. All right. Well, okay, so you're off the wagon.
Oh, I'm off the wagon. This is the only place to be.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I mean, all right. Tom's back, I guess.
Yeah, you
Well,
know
now
it.
I'm kind of worried now. I mean, you were pretty bad before.
I was pretty bad, but we'll see how I do. I'll do better this time.
You'll do better this
I'll
time.
do
Okay.
better.
You sound like Robin Williams in
Robin
1996. Okay. Well, geez. So, all right, let's talk about our weeks a little bit before we get into the news. Oh, wait, actually, before we even talk about ourselves, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that supported us on Patreon. Oh, my goodness. That is super awesome. We've got a new Patreon subscriber. That's marvelous. And when you sign up for Patreon, you get the videos, you get the unedited videos, you get Got Faded Japan After Dark, and that's where we read the really dark, messed up, horrible stories that we're trying to avoid for the most part on this podcast. After Dark, Got Faded Japan After Dark is just bad stories. The worst news that you can imagine. All the really bad things that most, like, even that's not even in the news here in Japan, all right? That's
Does
After
it
Dark.
include?
All right, Tom, listen. You've got a new microphone. When you speak up really, really loud like that, basically what happens is Zoom filters it out. So if you yell, we can't hear it. So
Okay.
all right, so don't yell too loud. That was 11. Cut it back to 7, and then you'll be all good, bro. But yeah, it's that whatever you just said. I'm not even sure what it was. You're edited out by Zoom, and that's probably exactly what is definitely on Got Faded Japan After Dark. But anyway, we've got a lot of stuff on the Patreon. Check out the Patreon. It only costs $5. It's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. But yeah, so thank you very much. And speaking of this week's news, we've got a lot of crazy news that happened this week that we're going to discuss. And before we even get into that, I want to talk a little bit about my week, because my week is actually kind of in the news. Now, faders, as many of you know, the whole visa system is changing dramatically here in Japan. Nobody even really knows what's going on, but things are changing dramatically. And not for tourists. If you're a tourist, you're coming to Japan on vacation, open gates. But if you're here to work, oh man, it's kind of tough. So, as many of you guys know, I organize music events here in Tokyo called AMP, right? And I book a lot of local bands here in Tokyo. Actually, I book bands all over Japan, and a lot of amazing rock and roll, punk rock, and hip hop bands. And it's great. Our events are fantastic. And every so often, I book bands from overseas, from Australia, America, Europe, Thailand, and recently some from India. But twice this year we've had a couple of problems, and the problems that we had were visa problems. And I guess the government is kind of cracking down on bands coming and entertainment people coming to Japan with like I guess like a T that's not crossed or a period that's not perioded or an I with no dot or something. Like there's been, if you don't have your paperwork together and it's bulletproof, you can't come into Japan. And recently there's been two bands that tried to come to Japan that couldn't come in. And last week, case in point, is what happened to me. I had a band from India. It's the Cool Kid, no, the Cool Electric Kid band, and they're an Indian punk rock band, probably one of the best Indian punk rock bands ever. And yeah, they were supposed to come out last Saturday, and yeah, they wouldn't let them in. And so basically, I had to tell a lot of people that this band just couldn't come in because they had a problem with their visa. So Tom, what are your thoughts on this, and what have you heard?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's going on with the visa because, as you say, they are changing a lot. A lot. The visa system is getting changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, they got a new PM and like she's made some decisions and changes. Let's put it that way. Put it mildly. But I don't know what's up. The entertainment visa is usually a rubber stamp, but I have heard of like isolated of not maybe like A-listers, but sometimes even B-list bands like not getting in for one reason or another, and I'm not sure
Oh yeah,
what's up with that. So,
A plus bands can definitely get in unless they have a criminal record. Well, maybe
yeah.
that's it. Maybe this band, maybe somebody in the band had a criminal record. I mean, it is punk rock. I mean,
What do they have? Vandalism?
oh, probably a lot worse
Punk
than
rock
that.
van it's got to be vandalism.
Something. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, that was a bummer. But actually for everybody that came in for that band, I felt so bad for them. I was like, I am so sorry because once I found out, I put it on the Instagram page that the band couldn't come in, but a lot of people didn't check the Instagram page. They just came, they bought tickets, and yeah. So I felt really bad, so I gave them all t-shirts and merch. So I think I lost a lot of money on that show.
Yeah, I'm
But
sorry to hear
anyway,
that, dude.
I'll bend over backwards to keep everybody happy. So yeah, so I gave away a lot of tote bags and t-shirts and stuff. So yeah. But hopefully I got the Coffin Rockers coming in next month, and the Coffin Rockers are an Australian punk rock. No, they're a what's it called? A psychobilly band with like stand-up basses and these huge electric guitars that are shaped like skulls. Absolutely crazy guys. Super amazing show. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So fingers crossed they can get in.
Mm.
But actually,
I
kind of a
see.
cool thing was all the other bands actually brought their A game, and they all played like extended sets. So I mean, it was a really fantastic night. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was dancing. Everybody had a great time. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So if you're coming to Japan on a working visa or on some kind of entertainment visa or anything like that, if you're a stand-up comedian or an artist or whatever, just make sure that all your paperwork is in check, because if it's not, hey man, you might have a problem at the airport. And there's no, I mean, could you imagine flying for 14 hours and in economy class getting to Tokyo, and then all of a sudden at immigration they're like, nope. And then you got to get on the next plane. Oh my god, that's like 2 or 3 days of just waiting around and like customs and flights, and oh god, that's got to be miserable. So yeah, make
Yeah,
sure make sure you're in check before you come out
one
here.
of my buddies told me a story about that. He went to China. He was supposed to DJ there. Yeah, he got to the airport in China, and they just turned around and went, "Nope, bye."
Oh,
On,
for
on the
real?
next flight, back you go. Yep, yeah, that would suck.
Well,
Like
from
he
Japan.
actually he took it pretty well. I would have been pissed.
Dude, you can't get pissed at a Chinese airport. Dude, I mean, they'll throw you in prison forever, man. Oh, dude.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I would have cursed out the employee, but I'm saying I would be bitching about it like nonstop, and he was kind of like, whatever, it happens, like that thing. But I would be bitching to all my friends, like from it to anybody who listen.
Oh, you mean like when you came back, wait, to Japan or to like the
Yeah.
States?
Yeah, he's also from Chicago as well. And nah, he went from Tokyo to Beijing, I guess, which is not as bad, but still, man, like to go all the way to another country and just get turned around and be like, nope. For
Oh,
like
that sucks.
not even anything he did, just for BS, whatever BS reasons they were. I don't want to get too into it, but I think at the time the political climate was not very good. I'll just put it that way and leave it at that.
Still isn't, but okay, yeah, let's leave it at that. All right, well, anyway, that's my week. Tom, anything cool happen with you?
All right, I
Anything
made
groovy in Tom's
burgers for
world?
my kid because my wife and child wanted to eat burgers, so I made some awesome burgers. And my kid dude, my kid ate the whole thing like proper burger,
Oh,
like bigger
good.
than a quarter pounder. He mowed it down, so I was pretty impressed because he's 6. And I don't know, I don't know. I'm at like an Ivy League university now. I ain't teaching. I was just moving shit around. That's all.
Yep, so you work in construction, and instead of working in, I guess, a construction site in Kawasaki, now you're at an Ivy League school?
Yeah, pretty much, man. So yeah, we're just like some there's like some old building. We're just like gutting it and just moves. It's easy, man. It's a nice job because I don't actually work that hard, but I get a little bit of exercise. It's like move shit around. You're like, okay.
Yeah, that's what you do in construction. You move stuff and break it apart and put it together.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
construction. It's in
That
the
works for
title.
me. Just like you need to move all this stuff needs to go into the big dumpster. I'm like, okay.
Oh man, well that sounds great. Gosh. Wait, you're sober when you do this job?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I don't think they'd like it if I turned up drunk.
Well, I don't know. Out of all the jobs to drink, well, I don't know. Are you
No,
operating any machinery? Like, are you
no.
driving any of the trucks, or you just like
Oh, dude,
carrying?
the wild thing is a lot of them. A lot of those guys do because construction, like blue collar shit. Like I've seen it, dude. I've seen one time. There's one time where I just started working construction, and like I was with like a this new group of guys I didn't know. I'm just talking to them. We're just like just doing whatever, just moving stuff around. And they're like, "Hey, man, you like to drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, beer." Like, yeah, I like to drink. And they're like, "Oh, it's cool. You like beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, beer's pretty cool." They're like, "Okay, cool." And one of the guys leaves and comes back with a 6 pack passes a beer to everybody, and I'm like, "Oh." We're at work on the clock, and I'm just like, this isn't like seriously getting to happen, is it? And like everybody just like opens the beer and like cracked it open, said "Kampai," chugged it down, and just like took the empties, like crushed them up and hit them somewhere, and we just went right back to work like nothing happened. I was like, ugh.
Now I
I didn't
know
want
why
to
you
drink,
work
but
in
I also didn't want to be the
construction.
odd man out and be the rat. So yeah, that and there was another time I actually saw my boss chug a beer at lunch in front of me, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd like to drink sometimes." And he was driving too, and I'm like, "No, man,
Oh God.
construction, it's
Yeah,
crazy."
construction. There you go. All right, cool.
And then there was another job that I went to. There's no drink, but I just actually had to sign a piece of paper that it promised that I hadn't been drinking that day before work. I'm like, all right, dude, I gotcha.
Oh my God. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tom's off the wagon, everybody. All right.
Mhm.
Well, on that note, let's get into the news.
All
Okay,
right,
so I read the first story last week. So if you want, you can read the first story this week.
sure. Let's see what I got here. Hold on.
Oh, you didn't prep?
I had prepped. Computer's being funny. Sorry, my tablet's being weird. Oop, there it goes.
Yo, what's up, Faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300
300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, got fit in Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, got fit in Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fate on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Okay. I want to read this one because you're talking about like visa problems earlier. This one's short and sweet, and it'll get straight to the point. But yeah, a man overstayed his Japanese visa for 14 years.
Oh.
That's roughly about 5,110 straight days of breaking the law in Japan. When immigration officers finally rejected his visa request, he didn't apologize. He didn't beg. He screamed at them and said that they were being unreasonable. Here's the part that should make every Japanese taxpayer sit up. Under Japan's immigration control law, illegal overstay is punishable by up to 3 years in prison or $3 million fine. Since the 2004 reform, there's no statute of limitations as long as you keep hiding. Yet, roughly 3,000 foreigners are in Japan currently illegally defying the deportation orders, and Japanese citizens are footing the bill of flights, detention, even medical care for someone for 4 years. So anyone facing deportation could just file a refugee application after refugee application and freeze the process indefinitely. That loophole was finally closed in June of 2024. Now, the third refugee application no longer blocks deportation, and Prime Minister Takeichi has just appointed Japan's first ever Minister of Foreign National Coexistence specifically to clean this up. The 14 years of free residency are over. Bum, bum, bum. What do you think of that? About that?
Yeah, I think if you're an illegal, you should leave. Because, I mean, it's even in the name. Illegal. You know?
No. 14 years, though? That's
Dude.
like, that's not like...
Yeah,
And he got pissed off and yelled at him and screamed at him and said they're being unreasonable. It's like, dude, 14 years?
yeah, 14 years. That's 14 years without paying taxes, too.
Right?
Well, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
you live here. We pay a lot of money in taxes, especially if you're a business owner. I mean, holy smokes. I mean, the amount of taxes we pay, it's a lot, you know? Not
That's another
complaining,
thing.
but it's just like, I get pissed off when I hear about people that don't pay taxes. I'm like, what, 14 years without paying taxes while I'm paying a lot of money in taxes? Yo, shame on you, buddy. For that person to get angry, deport him.
Yeah, he's definitely not paying taxes. Also, I want to point this out. Like, if he doesn't have a visa, like any kind of work visa, you can't legally get a job. Because, you legally can't. You kind of need that work visa. So, but he's obviously got a job. He's had to be doing something, right? So, whatever visa or whatever job he's doing is probably sketchy.
That's true, too. All right, next story.
All kinds of sketch balls. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No. It's a good story. Okay.
What you got?
All right, Tom. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to a pawn shop here in Tokyo?
Yes, I have.
Why?
I wanted to sell silver. Remember when you convinced me to invest in silver?
Yeah, you should have kept it. It's gone up like 10 times.
Is it really?
Dude, silver and gold and all that stuff is like so high right now. Oh my God. Yeah, silver. Poof. Yeah, you got rid of it. You sold it at a pawn shop?
Yeah.
I thought you sold it to your wife's brother.
Nope, couldn't do that.
Hmm.
Dude, I tried. Dude, it was a massive hassle because like I spent like all day running around Shibuya talking to jewelry stores, and I asked several people, and they're like, maybe this place, maybe that place, maybe. Basically, I wasted like an entire day. Hell, I even asked the cops like straight up.
You're like, I
I
have
just
a silver necklace.
no, I
I want
said
to
no.
sell
It's a
it.
big no. It's not a necklace. It's a big brick.
You got a brick. That's right.
Yeah,
All right.
I got a big old brick. Well, actually, it was two of them.
You
Yeah, I
got
just showed it
two.
to him, and
Jesus
I was like, "Yeah, this
Christ.
is." I told him, I was like, "This is legit. I got the paperwork for it, but I just want to know where I can sell it." And I went, and like, I got the same thing, man. Everyone said maybe this place, maybe that place, maybe this place. I'm like, nah, I just spent a whole day running around Shibuya. So after a certain point, I just said, "Screw it." Went to a pawn shop.
Okay, so let's get into this story. Okay, so me, I've never been into a pawn shop. Maybe I should go. I should check one out. Okay, here we go. Two men rob pawn shop in Aichi. It's pretty interesting. Pawn shops don't really have that much money. I mean, what do pawn shops even have? Are pawn actually now remember why I wanted to ask you this question. Okay, Tom, so you did go into a pawn shop. Okay, it was the pawn shop similar to like an American pawn shop? Do they have like a bunch of guitars and necklaces and diamond rings and maybe amplifiers, maybe a lot of tools and stuff in there?
No, they didn't. I don't think they had anything on display. I think they had pictures of stuff you could request.
Oh,
There
okay,
was
so
just like there was a partition, there was a back office. Maybe they had stuff like goods and stuff stored there, but there were pictures of stuff you could ask about that they were selling, and it was usually like jewelry and precious metals and that type of thing. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the best place to rob. I don't know. Like they do have, they call them
okay,
recycling shops, was like secondhand goods stuff stores like you're talking about. They got guitars and this and that and the other thing. Actually, they got pretty much everything, but that's
okay.
beside the point.
All right. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Okay. Starting from the top. Two men broke into a pawn shop in Kyoto City, Aichi Prefecture on Wednesday and stole several items, including necklaces. Okay, well, there you go. That makes sense. The robbery occurred around 7:35 p.m. NTV reported. Police said the store security camera footage showed two men breaking into the shop. They smashed the display case with a metal rod-like object, probably a hammer, stole several items, including necklaces, and then fled in a car. Now, this is interesting, because they're stealing necklaces. The only thing you can do with like stolen necklaces is just go to a different pawn shop and then pawn them there. Or I guess give them to your wife as a anniversary present or birthday present or something like that. Anyway, the 49-year-old male shop manager was inside the shop at the time but was not injured. The two men are described as being medium built and height and were wearing black jackets and mask and black hats and black pants. The store is located approximately 900 meters west of Kiriyama Station. Okay, all right. So, all right, everybody out there, be on the lookout for two men, medium build, wearing black hats, black masks, black shirts, and black pants. Okay, pretty much. If you see a ninja, chances are this ninja could be one of these bad guys.
Ooh. Oh
Okay, and that's
man.
my story. All right,
That's all
so
right, man. Little smashy grabby with the pawn store.
mm,
I guess I can see this thing happen. I can see this type of crime happening. Well, basically anywhere. So some crimes is just universal, right?
yeah, true. But the interesting thing is, this is like the first time I've ever heard of a pawn shop being broken into. We've had jewelry shops, we've had like Pokemon shops, we've had all sorts of shops that have been broken into. Especially like whatchamacallit, collector shops. They get
Yeah.
broken into all the time. But this time it's a pawn shop. That's interesting.
I think if you're gonna rob something, man, I'm thinking the Pokemon stop was the way to go, man, because those cards is light and is worth good dough.
Well, we already covered that story last week where a store got
I'm just bringing it up. That was wild, though. That was a wild story.
well, that's happening all over the world right now. Pretty much every country has this story. America's got quite a few. All right, next story, Tom.
All right. Well, if we're gonna talk about people stealing like weird stuff and like think out of the box thefts, here's a good one for you. Sri Lankan duo arrested for plundering 190 kilograms of copper roofing from Wajiba Temple.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? This is the first time. Like we've covered a lot of weird different stuff, but this is the first time I'm reading this one. copper roofing. You heard that right. And it's 190 kilos.
From
So
from
this is
from a shrine?
yep.
Gee, dude, you're going straight to hell for this.
Right?
Oh man, that's some bad juju. You do not want to mess with juju.
I'll send you a link to it. You can see it right here, but there's a video with it. But like, yeah, you can see kind of get a picture of like what it looked like. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty wild, right?
Ooh, pretty bad.
Copper roofing. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into this. Police have arrested 2 Sri Lankan nationals on suspicion of theft, allegedly after stripping copper roofing and traditional ornaments from a temple in Wajima City.
Whoa.
On Wednesday, police displayed the confiscated loot to the press. The haul included a traditional Oni Ita demon-faced roof ornament and a massive quantity of copper roofing plates. According to a reporter at the scene, the stolen materials weighed a staggering 190 kilograms in total. 180 kilograms of copper plates and a 10-kilogram ornament with an estimated value of 380,000 yen.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't care how much money you get for that, dude. It's not worth that bad juju, man. I mean, dude, the last thing you want is bad juju. Trust me, I've had bad juju before, and it's not fun. And cleaning that plate takes a lot of hard work. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. I mean, stealing all that stuff from a shrine? Oh my God, dude. That's
But it
crazy.
was the roof. So, like, these guys are like, I understand that, man. But these guys is motivated. And they got their exercise in for that day. Because, like, 190 kilograms, like, that's a lot. And they had to climb up to the roof and start pulling this stuff out. Like, because I'm pretty sure it was all this stuff was bolted down. You don't just, like, set stuff on the top of the roof and then just hang out there, right?
Yeah, right?
These dudes was motivated, but yeah, the duo's alleged crime spree came to an abrupt ending during a police stop in Wajima. Officers questioned the men and discovered a crowbar concealed inside their vehicle, leading to the immediate arrest of one of the suspects on the spot. A subsequent search of the car uncovered the stolen temple roofing. Police have withheld whether the suspects have admitted to the allegations, citing an ongoing investigation. However, authorities expect the pair may be responsible for a wider string of thefts. Investigators confiscated additional stolen goods from the men, including a Buddhist altar fittings and water faucets, and are currently probing them into their involvement in further crimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, they're stealing from temples, man. They're totally going to hell.
Dude, these guys are so going to go to jail for a very long time. Their souls are going to go straight to hell, and then they get deported. Was it worth it, guys? Was it really worth it? I don't think so. Oh
Actually, copper is worth pretty good money if you can sell it, even for scrap now.
well, you know a pawn.
Yeah, a pawn.
They should call you. You know a guy that gives a good deal.
Right? Well, you got to talk them up. No, but I think like even some of the industrial companies, because like all these fancy little computers and gadgets we use, you know what they need? Copper wiring.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, copper is important. Okay,
so
already.
Copper, yeah, it's cheap and it's good conductor of electricity. So yeah, man, it's worth good money.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move forward to the next story. Here we go. My turn. Man arrested for strangling 95-year-old mother to death in car. This story took place in Hokkaido. Police in Mikasa City, Hokkaido, have arrested a 68-year-old man in suspicion of killing his mother. Mother! Do you want to bang heads with me? Okay, police said Hiroaki Kashima is accused of strangling his mother, Sumiko, in a car parked in either Asabi Shitsu City or Mikasa City. What? Why is it either one city or another city? That doesn't make any sense.
Which is it? Either one or the other. I don't know.
It's either Paris or Berlin. We don't know. Okay. Anyway.
Take a guess. And tonight, on tonight's exciting episode of Guess Which City,
oh, dude,
we're going to have a mother strangler on here. And oh boy, can you guess what city?
Okay, well, we can guess what city or what time. Between approximately 9:20 a.m. or 10:55 a.m. So faders, you can choose which city and which time. This is kind of like one of those choose your adventure stories. Remember those books where you can choose your adventure? But instead it's like you can do that with the news. You know, we should have people call in and choose a city and then we read a different article or something. I don't know. Okay.
Don't they have like there's like they don't call them betting apps. It's basically betting apps where you can bet on some like wild stuff.
You can bet on anything right now. What are you
Yeah, you
talking
can bet
about?
on pretty much anything. Like, I don't know, man. Like, my wife's like super against gambling, but at the same time, like, I'm really tempted to go on there and make some quick, easy cash on like some stuff.
Oh, dude, gambling in
I
Japan? No, that's super
no,
illegal.
no, on the apps though. The apps are like international though. I think it's okay. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't actually downloaded the app, but
I
I don't know.
wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't mess with it, man. Dude. And you're incriminating.
Apparently something you can bet on is whether or not Jesus comes back next year. It's like I'll take some of that action.
Yeah, I'll take that action too.
Right? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that.
Okay, here we go, David Koresh. According to police, Kashima's family witnessed him carrying Sumiko from his car into their home and contacted an acquaintance. The acquaintance, after checking on Sumiko's condition, contacted police. I wonder if that acquaintance was a doctor. When police arrived at the home, Sumiko was unconscious and not breathing. She was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. Police said Kashima has admitted to the allegation but has given no motive. Yeah, dude, that's the end of the story. Oh wait, please. So it was a resident nursing home. Oh wait. There's more. Okay, police said Sumiko was a resident of a nursing home and that Kashima had taken her out for the day under a pretense of going to the cherry blossoms. So basically,
I think I did see this story.
Yeah, this is sad.
I think I did come across this one. Yeah, it's sad. I'm surprised you didn't save it for like after dark because that is really dark. Some dude like he's like, yeah, mother, come with me, see the cherry blossoms. It'll be fun.
Oh my gosh,
you'll have the time of your life.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So fun. It should be illegal.
I like sober Tom better than drunk Tom. All right. So, yeah. No. After dark is where we read really, really dark stories. Okay. Yeah, I think we covered that one. Tom, your turn.
All right, man. If you want a funny rando story for like why did they do it? Nobody knows. Well, here we go. Woman in Japan breaks into home of complete stranger just to slap him in the face.
Oh, that one. Yes.
Yeah, this is a good one. I don't know if you're going to take it first, but I might as well go for it, right?
Go for it.
Sometimes, in his idle moments at home, a guy living by himself might think, it'd be nice to have a girl here. And then if it happened, it'd be the sentiment running through his mind of a 29-year-old man in Kagoshima City on Wednesday morning, last day of Japan's Golden Week of this year. And then his earnings were answered by a woman who suddenly just appeared in his house. Yeah, man. I don't know if he's single or not, but like for most dudes, that'd be a dream come true, right? Well, let's find out what happened. However, this woman was not a magical goddess set to reward him for his pure heart, nor was it a childhood friend seeking to fulfill a promise that they'd made each other in elementary school. The spirit of the house's precious occupants, or any other scenarios that you might see in a romantic comedy anime that would lead to us to expect. As a matter of fact, the woman had never met him before, and this unexpected encounter took place in his home around 6:10 p.m. or a.m. Damn, that's early.
That is early.
Yeah, that's wild. And while it's definitely weird to just let yourself into a home of a complete stranger, what the woman did next was even stranger. She slapped him in the face. What? Quote, "There's a woman I don't know my house," he said, as the man placed a call to Japan's 110 emergency police number. Following the slapping, when officers arrived on the scene, they found a 54-year-old woman, herself a resident of Kagoshima City as well, still inside the man's house. When questioned, she admitted, quote, "There's no mistake that I slapped him."
There you go.
Though the blow to the man's face was not powerful enough to require medical treatment, the woman was placed under arrest on charges of assault. The woman made no attempt to steal anything from inside the house, so it appears she was really there to slap the dude. The police are still investigating as to why she just wanted to do this to a complete stranger. With no immediate signs of obvious forced entry, investigators are also trying to determine how she gained entry to the man's home. Lock your doors, faders.
That's true.
Though the police have made no comment as to whether or not it was the case in this incident, it's not incredibly uncommon for people living in Japan to leave their front doors unlocked if they feel their home is safe enough in the neighborhood. But even in a country with very low crime rates, weird stuff like this can happen and often does. So, everybody, lock your doors.
Lock your doors. Oh man, God, what would you do, Tom? You're home, you're watching like Mork and Mindy, drinking a 6-pack, eating some potato chips, 6 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden a lady bursts into your apartment, and it's not your wife, your kid's not even there, and she runs up and she slaps you in the face. What would you do?
This would never happen because I would be asleep.
Okay, all right, let's say you're awake. And let's say you're watching TV, you're drinking a 6-pack, and let's say you're eating potato chips. She bursts into your house and she slaps you in the face. It's not a real thing. It's a hypothetical situation, Tom.
I'd boot her out.
You'd boot her out?
Yep, boot her out.
That's it. You're just like, get out of here. Would you call the cops?
Not really. To be honest, I'd just kick her out.
I probably wouldn't call the cops either. I'd just be like, oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here.
And then you run straight to me and be on the next episode of Got Faded Japan. You're like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I swear I'm not making this up.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, it would be great just for the story for the show. Seriously. All right. So let's see here. Next story. Okay. You know, it wouldn't be Got Faded Japan if we didn't have a story just like the one that I'm going to read right now. Here we go. Man arrested for stealing women's underwear says he's been doing it since last summer, which means he's either, what do you think? If he's been doing it since last summer, which is what, 3 seasons ago, do you think that means he's a professional or he's a novice, or what do you think? Because sometimes these guys that get busted, they've been doing it for like 20 years.
Yeah, I'm going to go with semi-pro.
Semi-pro?
Since last summer, man. Well, he's still a rookie.
You know, it takes 10,000 hours for you to be really, really, really professional at something. And this guy, I'm not sure if he's got those chops yet. Okay, police in Takasaki City, Guma Prefecture, have arrested a 37-year-old unemployed man. Apparently, he's got a good hobby. He doesn't need a job if he's got a hobby. Unemployed man on suspicion of stealing women's underwear. Police said Hideaki Matsumoto is suspected of stealing women's underwear that was drying on a clothesline in the garage of a two-story of a garage of a two-story house in Takashi in March. Okay. Matsumoto became a suspect through security camera footage, and officers stalked out the house in April. He appeared at the same woman's home again and stole the underwear, leading to his arrest on the spot. Police searched his home and found 90 items of women's underwear. Police said Matsumoto told them that he'd been stealing women's bras and panties since last summer. He was quoted as saying he was interested in women's underwear. Well, no kidding. No kidding. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't it be funny if he's like, all right, guys, listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm really interested in men's underwear, but I'm just really bad at this. I've only been doing it since last summer, okay? I just want to get a pair of boxer shorts or maybe some white jams or something. Yeah, something that says Calvin Klein on it all over the place. That's what I really want, but I'm just so bad at this. I keep on messing up and I take panties and bras. That's my problem.
I don't know, man. What was that? How many years ago did we cover like the Grand Poobah who'd been doing it for like 20 years? When police raided his house, he had like 20,000 items or something like that. Something insane.
That's
like
been a story.
Bag on top of garbage bag on top of garbage bag.
Yep, that's been a story that's been done and done and done and done. Yeah, we've covered that. We've covered several stories like that. Yeah, I guess this guy's an amateur, but yeah, dude,
semi-pro, but well, each their own.
I don't know. So he did it. Well, he's got 90 pairs. I mean, how many pairs do women usually put out there at a time? I guess like 5. So 5 divided into 90, then there you go. That's your answer pretty much, right?
Well, how long has he been doing it though? I want to know
Since
what's
last
the breakdown.
Summer. I'll say
yeah,
August.
I know, but what's the breakdown per item per day?
What, you think he did it like 90 times? He only takes one at a time? Oh, then that'd be like what? Let's see. So it's been 10 months since last summer. So that means he probably takes what? 9 or 10 per month.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple new. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I think
that means he's got to be semi-pro, kinda,
kind
right?
of.
I mean,
Right?
if he takes one at a time, why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
This
This
is
is weird.
stupid. This is weird.
It's
This is
stupid.
out of all the
I don't know.
hobbies.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't know if this is the most highbrow entertainment out there, dude.
Yeah, probably not. Um,
Not gonna be debating the merits and demerits of Shakespeare here, dog.
Probably not. Well, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's at the door. Okay,
Somebody's what?
I'm gonna go get the door. Hopefully it's Uber Eats. Maybe my wife got something. That'd be so cool. But yeah, read the next story. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, Vader. Here we go. I'm gonna go with something fun. You know what tanuki is? Unless you live in Japan, you probably don't. So it's basically, I'm gonna essentially call it a raccoon dog. But let me tell you about this new toy they had that's super sweet. Squeezy Tanuki testicle toys once again appear in Japanese gacha machines. Prizes are still random, but they're guaranteed to be. But you're guaranteed to get a pair of Tanuki balls. You always have to be prepared for a certain amount of randomness when buying something from Japan's gacha capsule toy machines. But if you want to limit the amount of uncertainty, then there are ways to do so. One of the easiest techniques is to look into that machine rather than offering a variation of lineup themes of canned goods to Sanrio characters or classic anime VHS cases. It is instead stocked with a single design that comes in a variety of colors. For example, the items we're looking at today, even if you don't know ahead of time which hue you're getting, you can say with complete certainty that you'll be getting a pair of testicles to play with. Giant testicles.
Wait, what's going on? I just got back in the picture. What's going on?
Yeah, Tanuki testicle playthings.
What are you doing?
You can get these in a gacha machine. Tanuki testicle balls to play with.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Is that a beer you're drinking?
No, it's not. It's a highball.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay, we should probably explain the rich cultural legacy behind these gigantic balls.
Yeah, please do.
The critter that we're attached to is a tanuki, a raccoon dog. Tanuki are some of the most adorable wildlife you'll encounter in Japan, and they're roly-poly physiques with fluffy tails. But for most people, the first anatomical element that comes to mind when they think of them are their giant balls. As you can see, or can't see in the above actual photo, actual tanuki don't have giant scrotums that account for a majority of their body mass. Tanuki balls are featured prominently, though, in folklore and artwork. According to the legend, tanuki are skilled shapeshifters, and their testicles often play a key role in the transformation process. Tanuki balls are also considered sign of prosperity, which is why you'll find tanuki statues outside of many noodle restaurants in Japan and see them all over massive walls. So, having this fascinating tanuki testicles for years, Japan, Tokyo-based capsule maker Tarlin has figured out, hey, maybe we should just give people tanuki testicle ball capsule toys. I think you get the idea, but yeah.
I get the idea. Tom, you got a kid. Christmas isn't for a while, or is his birthday, but I mean, if Christmas was coming up kind of soon, would you buy this for your kid?
No, it's a choking hazard. You could choke on someone's balls. That's gross. That's disgusting.
I think that's the funniest thing you've ever said, bro. I think that's it. I think that.
That would be an embarrassing way to die. Choke on somebody's balls? Come on, man.
Dude, it's been done. I'm sure it's been done a lot of times.
Probably right, man.
Oh my God,
Right.
yeah. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm so tempted to say it. Okay. I'm gonna say it on Got Faded Japan After Dark, and that's where we're gonna record after this episode. And Faders, I think that's it for this episode. If you want to hear Got Faded Japan After Dark, we're gonna record that in about 5 minutes, and that is gonna be on our Patreon. And I am gonna get lit AF because my beautiful wife brought me Suntory highballs, 9%. I don't know what the heck she's thinking. Oh my God,
man! Ooh, those will get you there pretty quick.
Oh yes. I wish I had these an hour ago. But anyway, Faders, thank you so much for tuning into this very special episode of Got Faded Japan. And Tom, thank you so much for buying a microphone. You sound fantastic, man.
No.
All right. Well, okay. On that note, we'll definitely see you guys again next week. And yeah, if you want to help out the show, we do have a Patreon, or you could tell a friend about Got Faded Japan. maybe next episode should be a drinking episode. I don't know, Tom. If you're on the wagon, wait, you're off the wagon, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Well, you gotta let me know ahead of time. But anyway, please do. All right,
Either way,
Faders.
fine.
We'll see what happens. Faders, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Bye-bye. Don't choke on giant tanuki balls.
My little brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Will you wait till Mom finds out, buddy?
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure excuse me?
We're going drinking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass!
Your move, creep.
Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.